Hey everyone, hey, just wanted to pull together this short video just to walk through a bit of an overview of the new AgriTrack Live product, especially for our customers that have been using the AgriTrack 3 system for the last few years, and just walk over the different improvements that it brings to the table and how it's going to help us scale a bit faster and better in the future. So just walking through what's included in this presentation, we're just going to talk about the new platform that this product's built on and how the system works better offline than the previous versions. Obviously, you might be excited about the different devices that it can work on. You might have heard that it can work on iPhones and iPads and things, so that's good. And then a bit more about our security and things like that, and then into the features, and then how we're going to use this product to allow us to scale up a bit in the future. So first things first, talking about the new platform that it's built on. So AgriTrack 3 is built on on an older kind of system that isn't highly scalable. If 1,000 people downloaded AgriTrack 3 tomorrow, the system would probably crumble. If 10,000 people downloaded it tomorrow, they would definitely crumble. And so this new product is built on a back end that's managed by by Google, so a large company that has engineers that build that manage all of the back end systems. And so we just build the front end applications that you get to play with, and Google manages scaling up and scaling down different systems at their end to manage the load that's coming on. So we're expecting this product to be a whole lot more stable than in the past. We don't have to worry about managing servers or anything like that. So in testing so far, it's been working unbelievably well, and it's just so much easier to build on. So that's that. And then on top of that, we also get a lot better management. So we've had a couple issues in beta testing that have come through, and we're able to see a whole lot more data around our user usage and also crash trends. So we can easily see issues that are coming through and then fix them. We had a bug earlier that we were notified about through here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and by 3 o'clock we'd had that pushed out to the customers to have that resolved. So yeah, really top end systems that were built on and highly scalable. So we could have 100,000 people download AgriTrack tonight, and it would all work perfectly. So that's good. The next feature that we talk about here is how the system works offline. So you all know the problem if you've ever been in a low reception area or turned the Wi-Fi off by accident on your, or even just turn the key on your ute and the Wi-Fi has to reboot, and then you try and open AgriTrack and you've got to wait for the connection to come online. That's no more required with AgriTrack Live, so you can just simply open up AgriTrack Live offline. Obviously the data won't be syncing when you don't have a connection, but you can get in there, move data, just even create info points and jobs and all sorts straight from the application without even having an active internet connection, and then everything just seamlessly syncs up in the background when you do come back online. As you know, works on new devices, so it works on basically every single device that's come out in the last few years across iOS and Android. So yeah, very happy that we now can support both platforms, and not only just tablets but also on phones as well. So that's an extremely helpful feature to be able to have that in both the stores. So we are distributing through the different stores. We're not distributing outside the stores anymore. You can download AgriTrack Live both from the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. The next one, which is kind of a key one in behind the scenes, but yeah, may seem more trouble than it's worth at the moment. But what we have here is a more secure system. So you may remember how we gave you a username and password that might look quite similar to this, and often I get text messages from our customers saying, hey, what's my password? Well, that's a thing of the past. With this new system, we have a new login system, and instead of just having one general login password for the whole account that every tablet logs into and every phone, you now have one login per user. So you can log in with these different options down here. So we've got Google, Facebook, Twitter, and then just a standard email. And then you would then link your personal account, which would be logged in, like I say, with those different platforms or just an email to your actual farm account. So it's a really nice system. You can allow your staff to sign in. You don't have to share credentials to them. They just sign in with your Facebook or Twitter, and then you just give them your access code, your invite code to your farm, and they will be added as a user until you decide to remove them from that. So we've got customers right now that are using this for casual staff. They've all got AgriTrack Live on their mobile phones as they've come onto the farm. They've been invited to the farm with their invite code, and then they are, obviously at the end of the season, you'll be, as the manager of that account, you'll be able to go in there and just delete them off the system and refresh that invite code so they can't re-add themselves. So here's an example from an example AgriTrack Live account here. Just got the one user at the moment, which is the owner, but this is the invite code that you get. It's a 8-digit code, and that can be actually sent out via email or phone straight from the actual dashboard here. So as an example here, you can click the send email button, paste in a whole bunch of your staff emails, and that will send them a nicely formatted email saying, hey, come and join my farm, here's the applications, and here's the code that you need to install. Similarly to that, we have the phone option here, and that would send out an SMS. So you just paste in all your staff phone numbers here. That then sends them in a nicely formatted email with the instructions to download it, and then the invite code there at the end. So really nice system to bring people on and kick people off. If you had different other staff, maybe agronomists or managers or anything coming on and off the farm, you can really easily bring them onto the system and then kick them off again as you require. This is just a quick breakdown of how the system works. So, like how you can visualize the AgriTrack Live account, which is completely separate to the different people that come into the system. So in this case here, this is the farm owner, and he decided when he first signed up to AgriTrack Live, created the AgriTrack account, that he would use his Facebook login. And then we've had a whole bunch of other users join. They create their own personal accounts with with maybe Google or Facebook or Twitter, or just even send an email and password, and then they use that invite code to be joined to that farm account. So if you've got an agronomist here, for instance, that you want to bring onto your farm for the day and just share some some information points or whatever, you could just invite them with that invite code, and they would be temporarily put into that account, and then at the end of the day you could just log in, kick them off, and then refresh that invite code, so that invite code is no longer valid. So really nice system there. And one other thing that should be mentioned is that different people, say agronomists, could actually be linked to multiple farms. So let's say they've got 5 clients that all use AgriTrack Live. They can actually be not only part of your account, but have permissions to log into different accounts at the same time. So really nice system in behind the scenes, and far better than the old ABC 1, 2, 3. The next thing that we have here, just with regards to the actual application, is some of the features that it has. So most of the features at the moment are live, from AgriTrack 3 in AgriTrack Live. There's a couple features that are still to be built into the system around some of the weather systems and the spray integration. But you can still run AgriTrack Spray separate to AgriTrack Live on the same tablet. But I would suggest that it's very much got the core features there, and able to be used as well as AgriTrack 3. Like I say, we're kind of taking feedback from customers that have been early use customers for what they want to be the most prioritised next, but they're just going to have such a better experience on AgriTrack Live than AgriTrack 3 with regards to performance and uptime and things like that. So another thing that's kind of key with regards to AgriTrack Live versus AgriTrack 3 is that, as you know, if you've got a tablet right now that's got AgriTrack on it, that tablet will actually be a vehicle. So let's say you've got a tablet here that's that's in your seeder, and it's called case 535 or something like that, and it's got a 30 say 18 meter trail on it. If you go in 3 weeks from now and chuck that in a sprayer, and then adjust that vehicle's width to 36 meters or so, if you look back at those jobs recorded by that seeder, a few weeks prior, those trails would all be at that new width instead of the old width. And so what we've got with AgriTrack Live is that the vehicles are independent from the tablet, and so you can open up the the application on any device and link yourself to any vehicle in your vehicle manager. So there's this real distinction that allows any trails to be recorded to be done by that vehicle and are independent of the tablet. So I'm sure it'll be very, makes sense once you're actually in the application. One other feature around the application is their observer mode. So as I mentioned, we've got some people that have got their casual staff using this application. As they arrive on the farm, they invite them onto that AgriTrack Live account, and then they are able to look at the location of all the vehicles on that farm as they arrive to shift in the morning, or want to just track where another vehicle is. And so instead of them getting lost on the way to work, they can just pull out their own personal iPhone or Android phone and instantly see where everything is and drive straight to that with this observer mode. So you can currently have unlimited numbers of people added to your account that can just have a little look in. They cannot currently record trails without an additional subscription. So you pay per tracked vehicle, but those little observers will show up as little wee green icons on that map and cruise around as they're using the application. As I said, we're pushing out new features weekly at the moment through the Google Play Store and Apple App Store, and that will be through the next throughout the season. And really highly recommend you to request what features you want to see next. Next kind of final few steps here, just with regards to the worldwide. So as you know, AgriTrack, I've probably been to your farm. If you're watching this video, one of our staff have been to your farm and, installed a whole load of hardware, and, they've obviously come and, grabbed the whole Android tablets and put it on your farm. With AgriTrack Live, we've got the ability really to self-install. So the applications are in the App Store, and we've got some customers, even some of you people that have gone out and bought your own tablets in the last few weeks and have just self-installed AgriTrack Live on their farm without the need for hardware packs or mounting systems or anything like that. They just simply have bought their own RAM mounts from a RAM mount supplier in Perth or over in the eastern states, and then a couple Samsung tablets from Harvey Norman or wherever. And so actually on our website now we have a new section, brand new website just launched under the hardware section. We actually have a recommended hardware section where we outline what tablets we recommend as the most cost efficient but also best performance, and then actually give you the links directly to those devices, so you can buy the exact RAM mounts you need, the exact tablets you need, and even down to the data plans and accessories for charging and things. So really trying to allow people to kind of self-install as the reception has kind of increased on farms throughout Australia, particularly Australia. We've had less and less requirement for the hardware packs, the antennas on the roof and things, and so really just happy to have that ability. We are still selling our AgriTrack hardware packs. We aren't going to leave people in the lurch with regards to hardware. We have a large number of stock on hand with regards to spare parts and things, but we're not going to be actively selling a hardware pack per tablet going out, per subscription going out going forward. So that's kind of the way we're moving forward at the moment, and really happy that we've got this AgriTrack Live product launch now, and really hopeful that we can get you across. Below this video you'll see the instructions to help your farm migrate across from AgriTrack 3 to AgriTrack Live. I've said to certain people it's kind of around a 30-minute process per farm, so from the account setup through to the setting up the tablets, obviously depending on how many tablets you've got, but really keen to have you over there, and if you have any troubles, just give me a ring or use the chat on this chat box in the bottom corner of this website here to give me a yell, and I can help you through it. Hey, thanks very much. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.